Hello and welcome to Cheapskate. My name is Cameron and this is my entry for the Great Guitar Build-Off 22. It's an electro-acoustic, classical kind of guitar. Very, very earthy looking guitar, and because of that I got help from the Green Forest Fairies, who said because it's such an earthy looking guitar they wanted to help me out. They are tricksters though, so we've got to watch out for that. Anyway, I'll just get them to magic it into my hand now. Thank you, fairies. What the hell? Fairies! Oh, that's better. Here it is. Nylon string electro-acoustic guitar. So, we have Tasmanian blackwood, or blackwood wattle we call it here, solid top and back. We have maple sides, steam bent. We have, what do you call it? Walnut on the end there, walnut bridge, walnut fretboard, and a walnut string cover, you might call it. Multicoloured custom made tuning knobs with all three timbers in it. The neck is 5-piece maple, walnut, maple, but it goes down to 7-piece at the end here, and of course at the headstock. Obviously a very unusual looking sound hole, very earthy, which is why the fairies helped me build it. We have brass pegs with tone enhanced magical sparkly green fairy dust inserted inside, custom made saddle of course, intonated, and all that jazz. Same with the string guide there. We're using a 0 fret on this one, and it's pretty good. We will be doing a sound demo. The sound demo that you will hear will be actually through the computer using the jack here. It's got transducers under there. I don't know if it's in tune, but we'll just play a little bit here without it being plugged in. Anyway, it sounds like a guitar, right? Anyway, so I thought we could start with, well, first of all, the neck. Multi-piece laminate, 5 pieces laminate on the sides, but when it gets down to the end here it goes to 7. Same with the headstock, it goes to 7. So let's look at how we made this and the fretboard. We'll look at the making of the neck and the tuners now. So the neck blank thus far. This is the head end. Fretboard, walnut. This is my neck template. Just going to route the truss for a channel. 6mm wide, 9mm deep. The first pass though I'm only going to go a couple of mils deep. There we go. Maybe get another piece of paper. There's probably too much there as well. So now I've got fretboard in place. It's going to be around about there, and we'll make a better glue job. The neck finishes about here, so I can actually move this right up to about here. Okay, so now we'll get some more hard clamps. Well, that went badly. Don't think I very often have a glue up that goes, wow, I have to say. Good glue ups are kind of rare. These twist ones are terrible for glue ups. That's why I'm putting them on sort of later. At the start, you definitely don't want to use them because when you twist, it tends to make it move on the timber. And it's very hard to get them pulling in a straight line. I might just put these on deciding here on which clamps to get. Now it's in the right position. It's pretty even on both sides. Yeah, it's even on both sides and the front's in the right position, so it's good to go. We'll just get a couple of more clamps and make sure we've got enough pressure on there. Ah! Well, that was foolish of me forgetting to put the lid back on the methylated spirits bottle. I don't even know where the lid is. Ah, there it is. Always put the lids back on. Apparently it's a good idea. Well, we didn't spill it on the work. And it's going to give my mitre a good clean. That'll do it. Now secure this on. And I've got some cleaning up of methylated spirits to do. How lucky am I? In case you wanted to see what it looks like glued on. There we go. All of our clamps in position. And oh, it's actually looking a bit like a guitar neck now. 134.1. Rip those fibres off. I probably pushed too hard on an angle last time. make sure it gets into the sides. Oops. Okay. That's the same thing. I might get similar 10mm. I'll probably finish about the same spot as the others, but I'll try and finish it a little bit higher. So more thought required on how I'm going to do that. Nope. God. Okay, just get rid of half of that on the ground. That's fine. Which it is now. Good. Yeah. Thumb on this end, gonna make it hard. Oh, there we go. Okay. A bunch of these on. Looks pretty rough now, but once we polish it up, it should come up alright. At least it is for me. Just do exactly the same process. I guess if you're using abalone shell or something that could crack, you'd have to be a little more careful. I guess the thing is you don't want to hit that with your hammer. Damn you, Zero Fret. Smoke shape's got to be my favourite tool, so I'm just enjoying myself. I still got about 7mm to go down. It's going to take. Meanwhile, I'm getting these beautiful shavings with these multicolour stripes. Just look great. That's a good glue job. Hey, good joint. Pretty happy with that. Still got a few marks got to get out. Got to get these bits out and that bit there. I know that's very dehumanising. We're not really in the centre of this one either, but see what happens when we flip it. Yeah, that one's a bit off centre. Might not use that one. Alright, now that we've seen the make and neck and tuners, we see the steam bending of the body, of the sides, which is going to look very unusual. I have a separate video all about how to steam bend using a steam box coming out very soon. So let's have a look at how we did that. Flat sawn maple. It's been in the steamer for 15 minutes and I really want this to work because if this works I will be using it. Feels okay. Feels a bit like it might break at this point right here, but so far we're doing okay. I might not put that in just yet. I might actually get this one in. Okay. It's getting harder to get in now because it's got the masking tape on the bottom, but
Okay, these ones around this bend has to be tighter. Let's see how we go. Okay. Okay, it's looking alright. Keep it tight and bend it back this way. Okay. Don't believe it, but I think it's actually going to work. That would start to dry out straight away. So it's plenty hot in there. See if that fits. It should just make it. Yeah. Alright. Internal surface. Down. Hard clamp. And first bend. Oh, it's pushing it. That's done it. Second bend. Shit, I forgot to clamp down this whole thing. Oh god, that's a big bend. Come on, baby, come on. You can do it. Come on, come on, come on. You did it. Stay down, stay down. Down. It's lifted a little bit. Bend the other way. Shit, I'm wasting time here. Shouldn't have wasted that time. Other way. Oh, it's pushing it. It's pushing it. Okay. Back the other way again. Amazing that it went round that bend. Okay. Get ready to put this in place if it makes it. And it did. That's incredible. It never ceases to amaze me how well this timber bends when it works. Okay, now, the bit I knocked off the table. This is not so important to be fast now because it's just the last little bit and it's already bent to shape, so. Went pretty well. This is a very tight bend and it looks really good. I cannot see any cracking there at all, so I'm very happy with that bend. Literally would not need glue for that one. Looks like the idea is going to work. I just need to adjust the holes a little bit. So I'll put these in place. I might just put glue on the whole surface, not try and get it too thick so we don't get too much run out and squeeze out, but just make sure the whole thing's covered. Pull the glue off the bottom, put this roughly in place, get rid of my tape because I don't need it right now. It's pushing into each other. Now, I've got to make sure this is all pushed down. Next on our list, let's have a look at the actual top and the back and see how did we go about making those and what's inside the guitar.
problem. So the timber underneath, the actual main piece of timber, is proof paper to make sure things don't stick to each other though. So I'm going to have to...
I don't think I'm scraping very much. So the top is pretty much done. So as far as size goes, this goes like this, I believe. So long as I got that position correctly, yep. So yeah, so it completely covers it. We have a disaster in that if I get this side to fit in on the board, which it is there, we get the top and bottom to fit in, I've got this gap here. I tried squeezing the sides in a little bit to compensate, but I can't get them in enough. So yeah, that's a big problem. The only solution I can think of now is to basically, and put this down, just cut probably from about here, a little bit in from the line, the join line, cut that off and then put another piece on. Hopefully it'll match. Just a case of I was trying to save timber, and so I just used these sort of off-cut bits I had, and the body moved since I took it out of the mold. It sort of opened up a little bit and doesn't fit. I guess now that we've seen all that, we can have a look at the making of the bridge, saddle, the pins, that sort of thing, and putting the whole thing together and ending up with what we've got here. I find it to be truly beautiful. It's a very earthy feeling guitar. Like, I'm not spiritual at all, but when I hold this guitar, play this guitar, and look at this guitar, it just feels like, I don't know, it feels like I'm holding a tree. Something that you might find unusual when you pick up this guitar is it's quite heavy. The neck feels solid and heavy, but the body's heavy as well because it's got weights in it. I mean, you pick it up, you straight away tell it's hollow, but you can also feel there's a fair bit of weight in this guitar. There is, though, the way it's weighted, this shape, in case you don't know, is designed to be played sitting down. I mean, obviously, you can play it standing, but the whole purpose of this guitar is that you can have it in this position, or you can have it in this position. It's got a hook here so it doesn't slide off your leg. And you can have it in pretty much any position you want without having to clamp your legs together. I have to have my leg. Hang on. I'll see if I can squat and do it. My tripod on my camera broke yesterday, so I've got it sitting on a bench. That's why I can't just modify the angle. But basically the way this works is you can just have the guitar sitting here like this in your lap by using these little lugs and stuff that are all on the guitar, and you have no neck dive. You can play and you can change the position. You can even play this as a double bass if you make a bass guitar out of this shape. So that's why the unusual shape. I call it the Skeggs shape because it has lots of Skeggs on it, and it's also my last name. So yeah, let's have a look at the rest of it.
It's probably also going to be the one that goes wrong, so at least that might be exciting for the viewers right now, but I've got to cut it off there later on. Alright, I've got the one that already cut down. Okay, so that's going to go about there. That's going to be about there. Then the big one here goes on here. A bit more overlap than that. Yeah, that ain't going to cut it either, but there's nothing I can do about it. Then this one goes over here. About here somewhere. Yep. We'll just remove these using my patented magical method. Ready? lengths with so this is just to support the top next to the neck to give me so the neck doesn't move up and down, because I'm not going to glue it to the neck. Basically what I'm going to have to do is put that in place, put the glue on here, spray this, put it on. I think that's what I'm going to do.
Nice.
Yeah, that one looks good. That came out great.
Phew, came out alright. I thought it moved, but didn't.
So now I'm not sure if they're all going to be in the right order I had them in, but anyway, we'll see. The smaller one, that choice.
$1,200 grit now.
It's just sticking out through there now, and this is the extent of the wiring. Ta-da! It's wired up. There's a hole there. Just going to wipe that off just there. If I haven't, if it works, you can take a photo of that thing, and you might be able to get taken there. Okay. Not too much. Fortunately, this thing just fits in without any real pressure, so.
And
All right. There we have it. Neck is on.
let's get this back on here. I'm going to try and get rid of our fingerprints. Just do another one more time. That's the strategy. Okay, so this one.
little bit of glue in there. I don't want it like right at the top. I'll put a little glue in there first. Oops, I'm trying to unscrew it, but it's actually just a pop off. It's not a screw lid. Forgot about that. Alright, so now we'll just... The fairies did tell me not to use too much. They said don't use too much. I can't think of... Now I'm trying to think of a reason why the fairies would have said that, and I can't... Not that I ever usually do anyway, but in this case, no. I did the final sanding on the neck yesterday. As expected with maple, not much, just makes it go a little bit yellow. See what this stuff comes out like. This is the Tasmanian blackwood. I need to put a lot on the cloth to try and get an even coverage. You can see it, you know. See that there as well. Six coats of linseed oil, 1 coat per day, so it took 6 days to do it, and I've left it for 2 days to dry. So let's see how we've done. I don't know how it's looking to you right now, but it should have like a very light sort of a sheen on it. Not really, it's sort of matte I guess, but has a light sheen. You can see the sound hole there, kind of freaky looking. There's the bridge, closer up. And that part there, we've got a bit of glue in there showing up. I couldn't really get rid of it. There's the that thing, whatever you call it. Now, have a look at it. A bit now, and it's looking a bit more sort of brassy, which is good because that's what we want. We want the brass look. Because it slides up the string, but once you put the peg in, it knocks it down, so that's alright. Alright. Alright, so we've just finished, put the new saddle in, and I have lowered the frets 14th and lower, and just checking now the intonation. So we've got an E, an E, A, D looks like it's maybe a little low. D. The tune is changing a bit, so that the strings are new set of strings, because the old ones actually kind of got destroyed with me taking everything on and off all the time. So G's good as well. So the G was the one we had to change the saddle intonations position. Now B, E. There we go. So they all intonate.
river flows surely to the sea. Darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be.
Went back, you said with another man. Now I can't trust anything you say. Oh, take the house, take the car and the dog too. 'Cause I cannot stand another day with you.
Alright, well thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. And to be honest with you, I don't really care whether I win or not. What I care about is I'm happy with the guitar and I had a great time watching everyone else's builds. Good luck to everyone, and thank you to Crimson and Ben and team and everyone associated with putting the competition together. It was really well run and very enjoyable. And with that, we'll hand this guitar back to the fairies because they do enjoy playing with the guitar. So here you go, fairies, you can take it now. Good luck with it, I hope you enjoy it. See you later. Bloody fairies!